We're a little bit early today, so maybe I have a little bit more time to talk. Okay. I'm Dolly Wu. I'm the Vice President and GM of Inspur Systems Cloud Data Center Division in the US. So Inspur is the only server manufacturer in the world that supports all of the open hardware platforms out there, and there are 6 of them. So, of course, Open 19. That's what we are here for today. So Open 19 started by LinkedIn in 2016, and Inspur is currently the lead vendor for Open 19. Then there's the OCP community started by Facebook back in 2011, and Inspur is currently the platinum member and solution provider for OCP. And then in 2015, Microsoft contributed Project Olympus into the OCP community. And today, Inspur is designing a 4-socket server for Project Olympus, optimized for AI workloads. And then there's the ODCC, which is an OCP equivalent, started in China by the BAT companies. BAT stands for Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent. And they started designing the ODCC platforms together with Inspur in 2010. And currently, Inspur is the leader in deploying ODCC solutions, capturing over 60% of the hyperscale ODCC deployments. And then there's the Intel rack scale design. So Inspur is using the RSD to design our in-cloud rack for software-defined data center. And then, of course, last but not least, open power. So Inspur has a joint venture with IBM to create power platforms for AI workloads. And we are working intently with IBM to create solutions using open power for all the open hardware platforms out there, including traditional servers and LinkedIn Open 19. So Inspur has been working with many hyperscale customers for many years, and we've accumulated a lot of expertise and common building blocks for server architecture optimized for scale. So we can actually use all of these common building blocks to introduce platforms for everybody else. So all the CSPs and data centers of all sizes can enjoy the same benefits that hyperscalers are currently enjoying. And of course, we are working very closely with LinkedIn, and we have been working with LinkedIn since they started the Open 19 initiative back in 2016 to create building blocks and create platforms that are suitable for data centers of all sizes that fit into the 19-inch rack form factor. So since the beginning, we created a lot of designs with LinkedIn together using this JDM model. And we've created server, storage, compute solutions for LinkedIn. And we are in deployment with LinkedIn. So the compute node that you see here is actually optimizing one of the motherboards from OCP that we contributed to OCP community last year. And we use the same San Jose motherboard in the design for the Open 19 compute node. And then for the storage brick, which is a full brick solution, the compute node is actually the Skylake generation. And the OCP motherboard that we used here is the first OCP accepted motherboard based on the Skylake generation. And then the full brick storage server, it's also in production, and it can accommodate 9 3.5-inch drives in a 1U form factor. And this is also a solution using a traditional motherboard. So we are leveraging all these common building blocks in all the solutions that we produce for all of our customers, so everyone can can optimize and have the flexibility and the capability to take advantage of volume production, very low cost volume production, very cost effective, and very dynamic and powerful, and optimized solutions for scaling. And then we are working with LinkedIn on designing a universal storage solution that is 1U based with the highest possible density in 1U. So we can pack 12 3.5-inch drives in 1U, plus 2 2.5s, and they're all hot swappable, plus 2 M.2s. So you can actually have 16 storage devices in a 1U form factor. And it has a universal backplane, which can support SAS, SATA, and NVMe, 12 NVMe's. And then for the next generation, we are already doing drawing board designs for 2U converged architecture. So with this optimized platform, you can actually use the same tray and be able to do warm storage, flash storage, AI GPU server, all in one, by just swapping out the tray, the modular tray, and optimize it for the application workloads that you need. So for the storage tray, you can actually have 2U with 24 3.5-inch drives, and the 3.5-inch drives can also use 2.5-inch, so very flexible. And you also get 4 hot swap, actually 8 hot swap 2.5 SSDs in addition to the 24 3.5s. And then with the flash storage, this is a very innovative design where we can pack 72 NGSF M.3s into 2U. Or you can pack 72 rulers into 2U. And then, of course, last but not least, GPU solutions. Right now, a lot of AI workloads for machine learning, deep learning, are very, very popular and very important. That is going to be so critical for business success and e-commerce success. So we are introducing the same form factor that can accommodate up to 4 GPUs in 2U, plus 8 2.5-inch drives for you to store all those data for GPU compute. And Inspur is championing AI for manufacturing. So we are a worldwide global manufacturer with the capability of producing 2 million units worldwide annually. And we have 3 manufacturing plants located right here in the Silicon Valley. We have 1 in Fremont, 1 in Newark, and then the latest one that is currently under construction is going to be an intelligent factory. And we are going to be using robots to assemble servers and use robots to stuff the servers into the rack. So why we want to do that? Everybody knows Silicon Valley has the most expensive labor in the world, right? So by using robots, we are able to cut down the labor force by 60%. Just to give you an example, a robot is able to screw 130 screws in 8 minutes, but a human will need 1 hour to do that. So when our robot intelligent factory is ready to go, I would welcome all of you to come take a look. It's going to be very exciting. It's right on McCarthy Ranch and McCarthy Boulevard and Tasman. So right next to the Cisco campus, right here in the middle of the Silicon Valley, doing robotic manufacturing so we can be very close to our customers. And with that, thank you very much.